find myself increasingly unable to find that point where the hermit ends and Paul and I begin. We are woven into a sodden blanket, stuffed into the bottom of a boat to stop the leak and hold back the ocean. My neck aches from staring up at the aerial. It mirrors the dull throb in my gut where I am sure I've begun to form another stone. In my dreams, it forms into a perfect representation of Lot's wife, head over her shoulder, staring along the motorway at the approaching traffic in a vacuum of fatalistic calm.
Okay, something is going to happen in this cave. Oh my god, I am like so freaked out right now. Like, this is just like entirely creepy to me. Same stuff that was in that lighthouse building. Oh my god, I don't want to be here. I feel like I'm intruding on somebody's home. Okay, we are going to leave now. Please tell me that nobody's following me. I need to get out here in the daylight. I am like so freaked out. That cave was terrifying. Okay, nice music. Back we go. This is probably going to be a lot of backtracking in this game, and I am so sorry if there is. Well, the music was kind of nice. I mean, it's kind of more ominous than anything. That is going to be the word of this series, is ominous, because everything is going to be ominous, I feel like.
He still maintains he wasn't drunk, but tired. I can't make the judgment or the distinction anymore. I was drunk when I landed here, and tired too. We walked up the cliff path in near darkness, and camped in the bay where the trawler lies beached. It was only at dawn that I saw the bothy, and decided to make my temporary lodgings there. I was expecting just the area, and a transmitter stashed in a weatherproof box somewhere on the mountain. It had an air of uneasy permanence to it. Like all the other buildings here, erosion seems to have evaded it completely.
Music is actually very nice right now. So, this looks oddly placed for rocks. Almost reminds me of the Stonehenge. Oh, okay. What do these mean? I'm just gonna explore like every inch of this because I don't want to miss something or an important part of the story or anything. So I apologize if this is boring, but I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, I feel like there's a cliff over there, so we're not going to go over there because I don't want to fall. I don't want to take any damage. Okay, I say that we should leave. These ominous rocks. And Make sure nothing's following us, even though this is supposedly a deserted island. There could be like some really strange creatures or something, and I just... Or maybe it's not a deserted island and there's actually somebody living on the island. Don't know. Also, I apologize. Oh. I apologize if it's... I cannot talk. I apologize if it's like really, really dark. It's dark for me. Oh. It's dark for me too. Sorry about that.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Okay, so we must be on chapter 2. Alrighty. So we will continue the path. Oh, look! A boat! It's a boat! It's boats. Oh, that's fencing. I thought that was like something important. It's like green butterflies. So it looks like the path continues down there. Hopefully. Or maybe it continues up here. Maybe we should go check out the boats first. But like, see, it looks like it continues over that way. Oh, it's one boat. I thought it was two boats. It is one boat. Oh, you know what? This might actually lead down. Did you look at that? Then I guess we continue following this path. I love how there's actually a path to begin with, like... What? Like, I thought this was supposed to be like a deserted island, and then all of a sudden there's just... There's paths. Like some...
It's only at night that this place makes any sluggish effort at life. You can see the boy and the area. I've been taking to sleeping through the day in an attempt to resurrect myself. I can feel the last days drawing upon me. There's little point now in continuation. There must be something new to find here. Some nook or some cranny that offers a perspective worth clinging to. I've burnt my bridges. I've sunk my boats and watched them go to water.
Let's go check out this boat. The cargo containers, and it's shipwrecked, and I wonder if you can actually get on. I don't know. All these crates being buried into the sand, broken. I don't know if we can actually get up. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I don't think we can. No. Can go inside. Yay. No, I don't think we can actually go on the boat. That's sad and highly disappointing. I wanted to go on the boat. That's so cool.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
He's talking about these hermits, and what does he mean by that? Hermits could be so many different things. And there's like another path like right there. And I don't know if it just like loops around to the other path that's over there. That's a seat. Well, apparently we can walk through seats. So...
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the card that run them.
So, the person that he's talking about was in a car accident and died? That's what I got from that. Caused by a drunk man? And that...
When I first looked into the shaft, I swear I felt the stones in my stomach shift in recognition.
is a hole. Why is there a hole? Can't even like see the bottom of the hole. I don't want to fall in the hole. There's a house, but there's also that part over there. I'm debating, do we go up to the house that's right there, or do we go back? You know what, let's go back. To save you guys the trouble, I will cut it here and resume when we're back on the right path and not trying to escape black holes of death. Okay, and we're back on the path. Yay! So we can go up here, see what's up here, because that house looks like it's very important. We are getting closer to that tower with the red flashing light on it, which means that there's gotta be some sort of power on this island. So it can't be totally deserted. But let's see what's this way, and if it turns out to be a dud. There's a green light. Well, would you look at that? Doesn't matter. Alright, well, I will resume again when when I'm back over towards the house. This was a complete waste of time. Okay, and we're back. There's that pit of blackness that looks terrifying. My goodness. So now we're heading up towards this house. Yay! And this shed thing.
I've begun to climb, away from the sea and towards the center. It is a straight line to the summit, where the evening begins to coil around the area and squeeze the signals into the early silence. The bothy squats against the mountain to avoid the gaze of the aerial. I too will creep under the island like an animal and approach it from the northern shore.
This looks like stalls. Like horse stalls almost. You know what this almost reminds me of? Like these... What are these? Is this wood? Almost kind of reminds me of... What was it, like the Aztecs or the Mayans or somebody with their buildings on like mountainsides.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and lineage. Donnelly records that it did not. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. No one to carve white lines into the cliff that he would find.
So is somebody carving the white lines into the mountains and everything else for us to follow? More horse stables. Yeah. Okay. So there's this house. Or what's left of a house. Do we have to go inside? Let's go check out this part first. With its weird drawing and paint cans and a cave. Let's get to that when we get to that. Those bones? I don't know, those might just be markings. They look like bones. That house looks creepy. Is there a back door? There's a back door. Let's go around to the front and get scared out of our minds because something is most definitely going to freak us out.
My heart is landfilled. These false dawns waking into the still never light. I sweat for you in the small hours and wrap my blankets into a mass. I've always heard the waves break on these lost shores, always the gull is forgotten. I can lift this bottle to my ear, and all there ever is for me is this Hebridean music.
So, how much you want to bet somebody's gonna jump out at us? Somebody has been sleeping here. And burning books. And there is a light. Do you see that light in that cave? Looks almost like a fire. That wasn't there before. Well, onward we trek. So, which way do we go now? Do we go down or do we go up? I always seem to make the wrong decisions. Let me see if I can see that flame anymore. Let's just go see if there's anything important this way, and if there is, then we'll backtrack and go up. But I'm pretty sure that we have to go up. Of course I could be wrong. This looks highly dangerous. Oh, hello.
The editor comments that at this point, Donnelly was going insane as syphilis tore through his system like a drunk driver. He's not to be trusted. Many of his claims are unsubstantiated, and although he does paint a colourful picture, much of what he says may have been derived directly from his fever. But I've been here, and I know, as Donnelly did, that this place is always half imagined. Even the rocks and caves will shimmer and glow with the right eye.
Okay, so what I'm getting from this game is that when you progress the right way, it does the commentary, or the commentary was not the right word. The narrative sentences, paragraphs, I don't know, I'm losing words right now. So, isn't there like a path over here or something that we could go up? Maybe not. I thought we could go up over here. Maybe we can't. Can we get on the roof? Oh. Maybe? No. Okay, so we actually have to go down. Okay. Okay. And we have to go all the way down to that bottom cave. That'll be fun. How much you want to bet that something's definitely going to jump out? Most likely. Most likely. And this path is very treacherous, and I have to watch where I walk, otherwise I will probably end up falling off. Oh my gosh. This is very scary right here. Okay, it widens out a little bit. With stairs, look at that. What is that up there?
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. He struggled halfway down the cliff path, perhaps looking for some lost goat, or perhaps in a delirium, and expired, curled into a claw right under the winter moon. Even the animals shunned his corpse. The mainlanders thought to bring it home unlucky. Donnelly claims they dragged it to the caves to thaw out and rot, but he is proving an unreliable witness.
That is creepy. So this looks like it was a boat at one point. And then it like decomposed or something. Started rotting. Something happened to it. It sunk into the ground. That's what happened.